Now, experts have warned that fraudsters have increased their activity during the COVID-19 crisis. People who may be poorer and even more desperate have been targeted online. Scamsters sometimes act as if they are from a legitimate investment house, offering investment opportunities that are simply bogus. And as many have learnt, if you are a victim who hands over funds, your money and the fraudsters will disappear. Now, a regular guest on this show, Owen Nkomo, has seen his own business targeted in Inkunzi Wealth Group. He joins us now. Owen, thank you for being with us. So when did you learn that fraudsters were using your logo and company name?
Thank you, Francis. We found out about 3 weeks ago, and we've been dealing with the authorities to try and resolve this. It was quite a disappointing turnout of events, and we've been working hard to try and remedy this. And we have been expecting it in light of the difficult environment in the economy, but we didn't think that it would hit home as it has.
And I'm sure some of the victims have contacted you, now contacting the right organization using the right numbers. So just tell us their stories. How were they duped?
It's the proverbial WhatsApp that we're spending literally tens of hours on a daily basis on WhatsApp, on social media. And the guys basically went out and took our logos and took all our collateral identity and created a WhatsApp link where people can join in and get told about how amazing Inkunzi's Wealth packages are. Give us 1,000 rands. In 24 hours, we'll give you 3,000 rands. And unfortunately, people are falling for the scam. And I think they've taken hundreds of thousands from people who are unaware of this. And then what they do, they open an account. Mostly they're using a Capitec account, which they open for a few days and they close once they realize that there's a lot of activity going on there. And, they give you a number and the numbers keep changing. You're dealing with 20 different people at any given time. They invite you to a chat group and they tell you this is Inkunzi's products and it's a big scam. And then once you are part of the group, they then move you out of the group and start to talk to you individually. They corner you into giving them money. And we've had lots of calls coming in of people who have been duped in this way. And unfortunately, people have lost their cash to this scam.
Yeah. So do they lose that initial 1,000 rand, or do they get some money back, which sort of takes them in deeper and deeper, and they give more money? It's interesting, the modus operandi.
Yes, none of the people that put money into this scam, Francis, ever gets any money back. Because what happens is that when the guys put money in that particular account, the accounts we have been shown by these people who have fallen victims, they put money into the Capitec account. After a few transactions, the account is closed and the cell phone numbers keep changing. So you don't get the money back. They show us a trail of conversations with these individuals who then take them out of the group and they say, listen, I want my money back. You promised me returns in 24 hours. What's going on? And they receive nothing.
Yeah.
So it's really quite unfortunate that this is happening, Francis.
This is so sad and frustrating. So tell me about your efforts to take action. Are the authorities responsive? And you say they're using Capitec bank accounts. I mean, can't that be traced? To open a bank account, somebody has to give their information to the banks. Can't they trace these fraudsters like that?
So certainly the banks can, but what needs to happen is people have to report these cases to their nearest police stations. We've been helping some of these guys go to open a case. There's one individual in Durban and a few here in Johannesburg that we have said, go to the police station, go and report these, open a case. And then we've hired a private investigation company to assess and try and see if we can apprehend these individuals. We have an idea where they are, but we want to follow the legal route and use the police system and work together with SABC. But the guys need to open these needs to open the cases against these fraudsters so that we can track them and find them. But in the interim, obviously, the important thing for us is to make sure that people understand that Inkunzi Wealth Group and most reputable financial services companies do not market their services over WhatsApp. And I must admit as well that it has not been easy to, deal with SABC in some cases with these victims having been sent from pillar to post because they are reporting at a police station near where they work. and not to a police station near where they stay. So you find that a case stays unopened for days on end. And these guys are not playing games. They keep recruiting more people to use our logo to drain money out of people unsuspectingly.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're worried about your own brand, Owen. Finally, what would your advice be to anybody out there? How can they tell if they're being scammed?
So there's a lot of ways. I mean, I think anyone who comes to you and says, give me money, come back in 2 days, come back in a week, come back in a month, I'll have doubled your money. That's a scam. Anyone who shows you very big returns, it's a scam. The short-term period in which you're going to get returns as well, it's indicative that this potentially might be a pyramid scheme or you might just be scammed. And we have reported this to our compliance officers, and they're dealing with that. Obviously looking to liaise with the Financial Services Authority so that maybe some communication can be sent through to the public so that the guys are aware of what's going on. But I really think that if anyone in these difficult times, hold on to the little bit of money that you have, because if someone comes to you and they're trying to do you any favors using any registered company's name out there, especially if it's regulated, you must double check with that particular company. I'd rather you call the landline office number of that particular company. Don't deal with these guys on WhatsApp, because none of us actually do big marketing on WhatsApp, Francis. So people must be warned of that.
All right, so good advice, and they say if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Thank you very much, the CEO of Inkunzi Wealth Group, Owen Nkomo.